Hi everybody, welcome to Ideology with me, Dee from Chicago. I am discussing something that concerned me yesterday. My daughter was reading some things online and she made some comments about whatnot, and so I decided to research it this morning and found many articles about this. Did you know that it is now required, required by law in the state of Illinois that all children must be taught about LGBTQ history and information before they graduate from middle school, which means this will be taught to our children when they are in either grammar school or the first year of middle school, junior high. Illinois is actually the fifth state to require this, and to say that I am appalled is an understatement. According to my research, roughly 4% of the United States population identifies as homosexual or bisexual or transgender, and they are disputing those numbers. Actually, I'm reading a lot of information on this, or have read a lot of information on this, that that number is too high, that number is not even accurate. But let's just go with that, 4%. So let's say 4% of our country, America, identifies as LGBTQ. The Q always gets me questionable. I don't really understand what the heck that means. Interested in, maybe, I don't know. But anyways, so because of 4% of the population, they are requiring now, by law, by state mandate, that they are to teach about LGBTQ in school. So your kids may come home one day, or your grandkids on the weekends or whenever you see them, may come home and say, "Hey, Mom, how come you're married to a man? My teacher says that it's okay that you can marry a woman or be with a woman, so I prefer two moms. I don't want a mom and dad." Or, "Hey, Dad, how come you're married to Mom? Why aren't you married to a man? Why aren't you with a man? Because my teacher says that that's okay." Or they start asking about things like polyamory, where you can be in a relationship with multiple partners, or polygamy, where you can be married to more than one person. These are things that are going to be taught to your children and your grandchildren in school, because it's required by law, mandated by state law in Illinois and apparently 4 other states, because Illinois is the fifth to jump on that bandwagon. If you think this is okay, and I'm not knocking the gay community, because a very close family member of mine is gay and married to a person in the same sex, and I'm happy for that person, very happy for that person, because that person is happy. And y'all promote love is love, and love wins, and that's fine, that's great. I promote that to a point, but I think that kids are impressionable, and they're being taught that this is normal, and according to the stats, maximum 4% of our population identifies within that category. So that's statistically meaning definitely not the majority, and definitely meaning it's not normal. And again, this leaving all religion out of this. You know, you can believe what you want to believe regarding this, but my issue is let kids figure this out for themselves. The state being required by law to teach it is what is really getting me angry and upset. I don't. If my kids want to learn about that, then that information should come from me. It's a controversial topic and subject, and if my kids ever have a question about anything, I want them to come to me. I do not want them learning about these things in school. Our tax dollars pay for teachers' salaries, and they pay for everything to go with school. I don't know about your tax bill, but depending on where you live, but it should be probably anywhere between $4,000 on upwards of $15,000 plus. And you're paying all of this stuff for schools, and you want your children to have a good, solid curriculum. You want them to learn how to do general math, have basic math skills. it would be great if they taught about money, currency, and how to count money. They don't teach that. They don't teach anything practical. They did away with shop and home ec years ago, and it's a shame because they're adding stuff like this. So civics, history, economics, things that will help us in the real world when we get older, they're pushing that out of the way to throw in curriculum about LGBTQ information. And I just, I'm appalled at that. I don't want my kids or my grandkids asking me about this stuff because it was taught in school. I just can't even imagine having homework in that class. What in the heck are you going to do homework about? What's right? What's wrong? You know, moral issues should be discussed at home, not in the classroom. So feel free to comment on if you agree with this and why. I really want to know why anybody thinks that's okay. It seems lately everything is political and being pushed by agendas and popularity and trendy things. Being gay, I don't know when that, and transgender, I don't know when that became like trendy, but it seems that it has. And what you may think when you're 10 or 11 years old, most likely you're going to kind of grow out of that. I know people, when I went to school, were on the leading edge of being, you know, for shock value, crazy hair and whatnot, and or saying that they loved so-and-so girl or so-and-so boy, even though they were of the same sex, and none of them grew up into that kind of lifestyle or having that kind of lifestyle. They, 99.9% of them grew it up into a traditional lifestyle of opposite sex relationships. So anyways, just, you know, it's trying to keep up with things and let you guys know stuff that I'm finding out that you should be interested in, or I hope you are interested in, because I don't think it's good that, or right, that teachers are going to be teaching this to my children and my grandchildren. Actually, my youngest is in high school now, but if my kid came home in 6th grade and started asking me all sorts of questions, that'd be fine, but not because their teacher is teaching it at school. So anyways, just wanted to share with you what I have learned. And again, you don't have to agree with me, and absolutely if you disagree with me and you think it's awesome that they're teaching about LGBTQ to our children in grammar school and junior high, please explain to me why you think that is cool and why it's even necessary. So everybody have a blessed day and be well.